going on, guys? So today we are going to be checking out the historic downtown of St. Charles, Illinois. So I'm just going to be showing you guys the old buildings, telling you guys some little stories, history facts, little tidbits that you may not know if you just drive through town. And first building I'm going to show you guys is the Arcada Theater. I'm going to see if we can maybe get inside, because I actually went there for a Pink Floyd cover band show not too long ago, and the inside is insane. It has a dome ceiling. Check out the sign, Arcada. So that is the main entrance of the Arcada Theater. Let's head inside. This is where I sat for the show. Wow. 1,000 seats. My favorite part is that dome though, with the mural. Yeah, it is nice. Old Remo heads and old Remo kick drums. Yeah. That is neat. Love these old kinds of buildings. Love them. There's plenty more farther down. Let's check out the Municipal Center. One quick thing I do want to mention. This is going to be the first episode of this series I'm doing of Main Streets of America. So I want you guys to comment when you're done watching. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what I could do better. Because I want your guys' input to see how I can improve these series. So this is the St. Charles Municipal Building. It's got a kind of a neat little spire there. I'm not sure what that's for. I wonder if we can go in there. That building was built in 1940. And the architect was Harold Zook. I'd say he did a pretty good job. What time is it? 1:30 it plays that. So these apparently are not the original lights, but they have one of the original lights from way back at the History Museum in town. We actually went there before we filmed this video. And yeah, we found a surprise, a sunbathing otter, or whatever that is, a beaver. Hey buddy, how you doing? So this right here is the St. Charles Main Street Bridge. And I don't know exactly the date the first bridge was made, but there were 7 different variations of this bridge built, because I guess they didn't really stand the test of time. A little interesting story, July 1st of 1902, there was a trolley car that was crossing, and it actually broke through the wood, and luckily it didn't fall all the way through. There were 30 people on board, and they all survived. Just the back end touched the water. So we are on the bridge right now, and this is where the trolley fell through. I could only imagine how scary that must have been. Jeez. I'm gonna see if I can find some pictures of it online. If not, let's have to use our imaginations. So as you can see here, right off the main street, they are doing a little bit of development, newer buildings, and those there are also newer, but you might not think that they are because they did such a good job at kind of matching the old style and the old look, which I really love. I'm hoping they do the same with those. So this is the Hotel Baker. It was built in 1928. Well, it opened in 1928, probably started construction a little earlier. But it is on the National Register of Historic Places, and it's still in business today, which is pretty awesome. Shout out to the architects who built this in 1928. There's a nice little close-up of the Hotel Baker. I didn't notice all the ornamentation of this. Look at that. This is crazy. Glad they kept it all looking like it used to. Take a look at this. The OG lobby. Imagine walking in here back in the 20s and the 30s. Gorgeous. I'm not sure of any history on this building, but wow. Look at the details on it. Love those pillars. And I'm happy to say that not a lot of these Main Street buildings are vacant. A lot of the times when they go vacant, nobody buys them, they fall into disrepair, and they end up being demolished. But this is one of the more successful small towns, downtown districts I've seen. So the building you're seeing on the corner is the St. Charles Bank. It was opened up in 1902, and I found a kind of cool story. That bank was actually robbed in 1936. 4 gunmen robbed the bank, and what they did was they snuck in, and I think they said that it was an inside job because they had the keys, because 2 of the guys, they actually worked at the bank before they robbed it. And they snuck in early. When the janitor arrived at around 6:30 a.m., they tied him up, put him in the back room, and then the first cashier came, they tied him up, put him in the back room, and when the second cashier arrived, they forced him to open the bank vault, and they ended up getting away with 16 grand. Kind of crazy. I don't know, my buddy pointed this out. See these old bars on the window? Look at that. They're probably the original old bars. Cool. Apparently the St. Charles History Museum put these up all around town, and I love that. Look at that. Got old photos and old stories. Talk about preserving history. Speaking of history, hotel built in 1851. I read up on that place, and apparently it's one of the oldest standing structures in St. Charles. That is awesome. So, from what I read, back in the 1850s and 60s, this was a blacksmith shop, and he operated the shop right here where this Rocket Fizz is now. And in St. Charles, the Underground Railroad was pretty prevalent, and this was one of the main hubs, whatever that means, of it. That's pretty crazy. Operated right out of this building. Right off the main street here, we have the Filling Station Pub and Grill, and they've got some awesome signs on the outside. Check this out. Mobile gas from like the 40s. Porcelain. And they got a Sinclair, Lion. Oh man, that's sick. Goodyear, Benz, Petroliana. Even got an old rusty Coca-Cola cooler. Neato. It's like the snap. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can open one of like a Coke bottle with this still. I'm gonna go to the Rocket Fizz soda pop and candy shop, grab myself one, and pop it open.
That's it.
This is where the blacksmith used to be, which is pretty cool. Here we go. Let's try it. Here goes nothing. That is built to last. Oh no, there you go. Crank it.
Dude,
that's awesome.
Not even in service
that is awesome.
Anymore, and it still works.
Came across a pretty gorgeous church. Definitely pretty old. Don't know exact dates. Alright guys, so I found this plaque on it. This is fascinating. Building erected 1842 to 1848. This building, how many years is that? This building is close to 200 years old. 170 years old. Jeez. City building. 1892. Cool. The Idle Hour Theater. Wait a minute, this is another theater? Established in 1900. Okay, now I wanna, oh, it's for sale. That would be cool to see what they did to that place. Ooh, what is this? Old building, another one for sale. It looks like, oh no! It looks like they covered up the original sign. That's sad. Ooh. That's neato. Burrito. Alright guys, so that concludes episode 1, St. Charles, Illinois, of Main Streets of America. Please let me know in the comments what you guys liked about it, what you didn't like. Want to improve the videos for you guys. Consider subscribing if you want to see more. Definitely drop a like if you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.